Hey, what's up everybody? It's Flux at fluxwithit.com, and today I'm here to talk about FineLine, the new machine expansion out from fluxwithit.com. This will also be available over at themachinewarehouse.com. This is a very interesting instrument in that this one will give you over 5 gigs of new drum kits, new instruments, multi-sampled instruments, heavily affected and also dry, and lots of on-site recordings, lots of boutique drum kits were used. Just really, I ran the gambit from everything from doing some clean drums to taking clean drums and really mangling them. The whole idea behind FineLine was that it's a fine line between genius and insanity. And when you take these pristine drums and then run them through modular synthesizers and boutique effects chains, and even through grimy lo-fi guitar pedals and everything else, you can really come up with some interesting things. So I spent about 6 months sculpting all these sounds together, and over 40 kits, and over 110 different multi-sampled sounds. And I'm just going to run through some of these kits so you can get an idea of what it's like. Now, each kit, when you load them up, everything is going to already be tagged up inside a machine. So you'll see here I'm on the group level. We're in the user area group level. You're going to see FineLine Expansion, and then we have all these kits inside of here. Okay, so, and if we have this button here clicked, we can load them up with patterns. Now each kit has about 8 patterns along with it, so I believe it worked out to like 160 different patterns or more. And so let's take a quick listen. So a lot of these patterns actually build up, just like if you were to, purchase something like a construction kit where, you have a complete track and then it's broken down into bits. I've kind of done that with Maschine, except instead of having it be broken out into samples that aren't already mapped out for you, I've gone ahead and mapped everything out for you. And then each kit is kind of like its own beat, so that you can go in and maybe you like certain elements of those kits, and you can rearrange them, take them, so you can use the patterns if you like, and quickly create new songs. So again, each one of these kits is fully filled up with all kinds of different sounds in here. And everything is laid out in a way that you can easily just get right to whatever you need. So kicks are going to be here, snares are going to be here, your hi-hats are going to be over here, and then we have general percussion up in here, and everything from one-shots to synthesizers up top. And these synthesizers are multi-sampled, and you can go in and play them right from the keys. If you go in and check out the zones, you can see different zones on them. Now, depending on whether the sample is velocity sensitive or not, there can be as many as 30 or more samples inside of there to give you different velocity layers as well. And then where certain sounds aren't going to be velocity needed, for changes, I've gone ahead and slimmed those down so that you don't have to worry about that, so that it doesn't eat up extra RAM that you don't need. So also a lot of, just like you've heard there, these one-shot sounds are coming from actual analog modular synthesizers and boutique synthesizers, not just recorded direct or even recorded through nice preamps, but what I've also done is taken some of these and taken these synthesizers out to interesting spaces such as garages, such as large venues with reverb halls, set up amplifiers, and actually recorded these sounds in those spaces to get, you know, really big, wild, interesting sounds as well. So everything is laid out so intuitively that you can just instantly grab a kit and start playing with it and not have to worry about where things are mapped out. It's already going to be done for you. These are not your run-of-the-mill sounds. I mean, we're going to get things that are very different from what you would get from something like a first-party developer. I'm going outside of the box. I'm not chaining you to just a hip-hop kit or just an EDM kit. These sounds are for all genres. It's so that you can be creative with it. Let you be the judge of what you want to use and not be forced into having to use sounds that someone says, oh, this is dubstep, or oh, this is EDM, this is trance, this is hip-hop, this is breakbeat. No, you are the producer. You decide what you want to use and where you want to use it, how you want to use it. I'm just here to provide you with quality, character-filled sounds to go with it. You'll also notice that I have a few of these FineLine beat sequences in here as well. Let's go ahead and check this out. Now these will allow you to just dive right in. They're analog drum patterns, and then you can go into them, and I've resequenced everything in different ways so that you can have some fun with it, get interesting glitches, and of course you're free to change these patterns up as you see fit. So very easy to use stuff. Now let's go ahead and I'm going to erase these off of here. And let's just take a look at how some of these other items load up inside of here. If I go to the Samples tab and then I click this little down browser here, I can scroll on down and I can go right to the FineLine sounds, and now I'm in the FineLine expansion, and you'll see these are the samples right inside here. I can click here. I can go to banks. Now I have analog sequences, bass instruments, hi-hats, kicks, percussion, snares, sub-kicks, synth instruments, beat sequences, one-shots. Let's just take a quick look at some of the analog sequences. Now I can go in here and you'll see that they're tagged by their beats per minute. And these are already looped so that you can just drop them right into whatever you're working on. You can scroll through this way. If you just want to see every sample that's inside of here, I give you access to everything. So you can see all the individual samples that are used inside of here. Now we can also go ahead and let's pull up some percussion. you'll hear that these sounds are not just Me Too style sounds. These are sounds that are actually recorded in spaces that are interesting and going to give you some interesting timbres that otherwise you wouldn't be able to get. We have velocity layered sounds in here as well, so that when you're layering up your kits, if you want to have lots of subtle differences between sounds, you can do that as well. Now let's go ahead and we'll pull up some instruments. When we go into our instruments, our sounds, we go to FineLine, and now you'll see that we have bass, drum, keys, lead, organ, pads, synth effects. And we can scroll through and look at over 110 different multi-sampled instruments right in here. So let's go ahead and grab some of these up. And now using the new Maschine 2.0 or 2.2, you can go right into your pad mode, and of course you can use these chromatic scales, harmonic scales, major scales, and this works great with these synths. And of course, these are mapped out in a way that you know, they're velocity sensitive and deeply deeply optimized just for Maschine. It's the level of complexity to a lot of these synths are the same as you would get with a high quality contact instrument. Instead of just giving you, a couple of different sounds here and there, I've gone through and I've actually deeply multi-sampled and made sure that the loop points are correct. This is a contact level instrument inside of Maschine without having to open up another VST. So again, this is FineLine. It's a new Maschine expansion. It's over 5.5 gigs of new Maschine content delivered right to your face. Head over to themachinewarehouse.com to check it out. If you're curious about more fluxwithit.com expansions, you can certainly check out fluxwithit.com. You'll see a tab right here for FluxWithIt Maschine expansions, and you can take a look at all the different expansion packs that are out for Maschine from FluxWithIt. We've also got the Drum Potion Volume 1, Stim Pack, Dystopia, Dominant Drums, Machinstrument, just multiple different packs available. And again, check out themachinewarehouse.com and you can get your hands on all of this great stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Please join the Producers Hangout Facebook group, and I'll be glad to help you out in any way. This is Flux of fluxwithit.com. Peace.